All right, welcome back, everybody. Sarcasm Speaks, Bob and Jared coming at you on a lovely Sunday evening after a full slate, almost a full slate, right, of football. Was anybody actually on a bye this week? Or was this that weird week? No, there were teams on a bye this week.
Yeah, I assume teams are still.
I think next week. So the way, like after the Corona game, when the Pats game got pushed like 2 days and it altered like 8 different games throughout the year, I think what had ended up happening was there's no teams on a bye in week 12, but now there's 2 teams on a bye in week 13, and those 2 teams are Carolina and Tampa Bay. Those are the only 2 on a bye in there. I think that's how the schedule ended up getting fucked up, because they moved all the byes around and stuff. But I don't know, I could be wrong too, but I know for a fact that it's just Carolina and Tampa Bay in week 13 because I have guys on those teams on my fantasy roster, so there are fantasy implications there. Pats fucking suck. They blew it to Houston. So my hope was that we weren't going to have to listen to any more of this bullshit path math stuff. If you're local and you listen to local sports radio, 98.5 Sports Hub, Mike Felger keeps talking about the path they can make to the playoffs. You know, if they beat this team and this team loses, and then you get a fucking popsicle headache from all this bullshit. I hope that's done. But what I feel like is going to happen is they're going to flip it now, and they're going to say, well, when we were originally planning the path, we expected them to lose to Baltimore, but beat Houston. So now you just flip the games. So they're still in it. I guarantee that's what it's going to be. Just let it go. It's done. The Pats are done. They're not going to make the playoffs. Even if by some shred... Did the Browns lose today, or did they win?
No, Philly. They beat Philly.
Okay.
I think they beat Philly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can't...
I stopped paying attention.
It's the Browns.
They were up. I just stopped paying attention to that game.
Yeah. I think they won. But the Browns and the Raiders are the 2 teams that are, like, sketchy, that are ahead of the Patriots.
Well, so this was the thing with the path math, it was like Raiders, Colts, Browns, Dolphins.
Yeah.
And they were, like, early in the week, they were like, oh, I could see all 4 of those teams losing this week.
Yeah.
And then it was like the Ravens, too. The Ravens lost today.
Yep.
Fucking dumbass shit.
Yeah, it's all fucking dumb. I just want it to be over. The Pats suck. Cam Newton sucks. Like, we were talking to Vinny earlier, and he was saying that, well, he didn't actually say that, but when the conversation came up about Jacoby Brissett, and I had said I wish we had kept Jacoby because he's a better quarterback than Cam Newton. And then Vinny's defense was, well, Phil Dorsett made some really big plays there along the way. And I said, LOL. Because
I don't think
Phil Dorsett doesn't matter.
No.
And would you rather have Jacoby Brissett in his 4th year on the team or Cam Newton right now?
Yeah, I mean, I assume Brissett.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that you thought about it.
I think Brissett would have cost you more money by this time.
Yeah, potentially. Well, this is his 4th year in the league.
Yeah,
he was drafted in 16.
16. So this is actually his 5th year.
Okay.
So you would have had to give him a real contract.
Yeah, but you only would have had to give him in the realm of 15.
He got 2 for 20 from Indy.
Yeah, so 10, 12.
10 per year.
Because he also would have still been your backup. Like, say everything goes exactly the same. They trade Jimmy Garoppolo. They decide to keep Jacoby Brissett as the backup to Tom Brady. Then Tom Brady leaves, and then now we're moving forward with Jacoby Brissett this year, who was his 4th year in the system, or 5th year in the system. We would have had to have given him a contract to pay him as a backup.
But you might not have paid him. I don't know.
So we could have paid him as a backup. Maybe we gave him $7 million a year. Maybe we give him 2 and 15.
I don't even know if
something like that.
Much money. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say because there's so many ifs.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's the game. It's part of the game that you play.
But I mean, which player do I want?
Yeah, I want Jacoby Brissett.
I mean, I might. It's hard. Again,
he can actually throw.
I know, but I'm almost like, but Cam can actually run. Brissett doesn't run.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't want either.
But I don't know if you need a running quarterback if you have a quarterback that can throw.
Well, I'm just comparing the two.
Yeah.
And like neither of them are. I mean, Brissett can throw, but neither of them are very good at throwing.
Oh yeah, no, Jacoby Brissett is not a precision passer by any means, but he's a better thrower than Cam Newton.
I almost look at it. It's almost for me. It's almost like a wash. Like they feel like the same player at this point in their careers.
Mm-hmm.
But at least Newton potentially could run better. Now you don't need that to win games. It's just if I'm comparing the two.
Yeah.
And then with Brissett being younger, I feel like you would have had to give him a second contract and it would have cost you more.
Yeah.
Not by much.
Well, I mean, literally any other option would have cost you more. Cam Newton's costing you like $1 million against the cap or something like that.
No, so you're right. It's
so. So if you look at that side of the argument, literally, like Andy Dalton would have cost you more. Fucking Vinny Testaverde would have cost you more. Like literally anybody else would have cost more than Cam Newton.
That's the only other thing. It's like so Cam isn't winning games and it's hard. He's having a tough season. He didn't play well for 2 or 3 games, and borderline lost you.
Yeah.
2 or 3 of them.
Well, no, he did lose the Buffalo game.
He lost the Buffalo game. He pretty much lost you the Denver game because he couldn't get you in the end zone.
Right.
Who did they play in between? Because they lost 3 in a row, right?
4.
They lost 4 in a row?
Yep.
So it was the Chiefs?
Chiefs,
Denver. I don't know. And then Buffalo?
Yeah, who'd they lose to before Buffalo?
I cannot remember.
They beat the Jets.
What conferences are they playing? Oh, 49ers.
Oh,
They got throttled by
Yeah,
them.
that's right. But the Chiefs... I know that Newton didn't play the Chiefs game.
He didn't play the Chiefs game.
Did he miss 2 games or 1?
He played against Denver, but he eventually got benched in the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. Pat's blow.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. We had 20 years. That's the other thing too. They're all like all the old guys on the radio. So all the hosts of local radio around here are all over 35 years old. Like Jim Murray and Beadle are probably
they're all like they're closer to 40.
Yeah, Murray might be 40 actually.
He's definitely.
And Beadle's probably like 35, somewhere between 35 and 40.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think he's 40 yet. So like all these guys are like, well, this is unprecedented, right? Like no other franchise in any sport has been this dominant for 20 years, for 2 decades. So it's like, all right, cool. You got to reset. You got to do, maybe we'll suck for another couple of years, and then maybe we'll be good for like 2 to 3. Like this is just how spoiled people in New England are, like sports fans and Patriots fans in particular, are so spoiled that you talk about going 9-7 potentially and fighting for a playoff spot as a failure. And it's like, oh, how would you like to be a Cleveland Browns fan? How would you like to be a 49ers fan? Like, after Steve Young, the 49ers couldn't do anything until, was it 2013 when they actually got to the Super Bowl?
2012 they went, then they sucked again, then they went back last year.
Right.
Fucking Green Bay.
So it's like
this kick gets blocked.
There's plenty of teams out there that have just blown like forever.
Fuck. This game's going overtime.
Oh, that sucks. Well, so much for the under.
Well, if the game 31-62. Ha! You know what? It will hit.
The over?
The over will hit. I'm sorry, the under will hit. Because it's 31-31.
Yeah.
So we're watching Green Bay and Indy right now live. And we have under 68.5 live.
Yeah.
So they're at 62.
Yeah.
In overtime.
You only score a touchdown. You don't kick the extra point.
You don't kick the extra point. So
we'll hit the under on the hook.
No. What's going to happen? Mark my words, and this will be great. Whoever gets the ball first will kick a field goal.
Then the other team will kick
the other team will kick a field goal.
And then the winning will be a touchdown.
Or another field goal.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
that's right.
Both teams will score a field goal on their first drive to get to 68.
Yeah.
And then someone else will score another score.
Yeah. That's exactly
it's
what's
borderline impossible to happen.
Yep.
But it will happen.
That will happen because we bet the under. That fucking blows. So I mean, hey, while we're at it, shout out to mybookie.com. Make sure you go to
For allowing us to bet on 68.5.
Yep, I've and I hope MyBookie is enjoying the massive influx of my units that are going to them. I am cold as fucking ice.
I'm cold too. It's been a while.
I was hot for like 3.5 weeks. I was plus 13 units or something like that at one point. I am down 10 units in the last week plus. I lost 6 units on Thursday Night Football alone. I think I'm down 3 units today, and then I was down last weekend before that. So this is bad. This is not good. I am cold. I have officially hit a cold streak. I've come off of my hot streak, but what can you do? But yeah, go to mybookie.com. Use our promo code SarcasmPod when you sign up to get double deposit up to $1,000, and then they'll also give you a $20 free play. So that's SarcasmPod on mybookie.com. Thanks to those guys. Enjoy all my fucking money.
So I know you probably have like a bunch of shit, and it's probably like, you know, serious shit, whatever. Can we do something fun to start?
Yeah.
Can we do Thanksgiving food?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like what the
it's Thanksgiving this week.
Yeah. So the next episode, which I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
The next episode will probably come out on Thanksgiving unless we release it Wednesday night.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get it out of the way now. So Dadsgiving this year is gonna be we're gonna do the fried turkey again, which we did last year.
Yep.
I'm definitely gonna do a cornbread chorizo
That was so
stuffing
fucking
type
good
thing.
last year. That was unfucking believable.
And I consulted with Jones on this.
Yeah.
I think we should do bacon mac and cheese fried. We should mix bacon in and fry it.
Yes. I'm in. 100%.
I think that's the proper way to do this.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about throwing in bacon with the stuffing too. He goes, I don't know, that sounds like too much pork.
Yeah, bacon and chorizo.
Bacon and chorizo, yeah. So I think we should put the bacon in the mac and cheese.
I think I'm gonna make my own mac and cheese this year too. Last year we used the stuff from Wacky Deli.
Yeah.
But I'll probably make my own and do that. Because I've just pretty much do the same fucking recipe that I used to make the mac and cheese before. Although I don't use recipes, so I'll just make mac and cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, and as long as it's like somewhat thick.
Yeah.
Just can't be it can't be loose. But either way, if you make it ahead of time, it won't be loose because then it'll have time to like cool.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. But
I don't like it loose.
No.
We don't like it
Can't
loose.
have it too loose. Need some tightness.
Yeah, gotta be nice and tight.
But so I know mac and cheese isn't big up here. But
No.
I think that's big.
Unfortunately, but it's huge down south.
Yeah. Which just
It's like
goes to
every side.
which just goes to show you another reason why everything sucks up here.
Yes.
Can't have mac and cheese. Mac and cheese at Thanksgiving's weird.
I will say the food in the Northeast sucks everywhere except Boston and New York. Boston and New York have great. I think Boston has some of the best food in the country because it has a little bit of everything. Like they do have some pretty good barbecue places in Boston that I know it's not tradition. It's not down south. You're not in fucking Alabama or North Carolina, so it's not like your southern true barbecue.
Yeah, but barbecue's barbecue. If it's
Exactly.
if it's low and slow and
That's what I mean. So I happen to think that Boston has the best food. I think Boston has a slight edge over New York, mostly just because I fucking hate New York for everything. Traffic sucks. People suck. People suck everywhere, but people suck extra more in New York. It's way more expensive. It's stupid. But truthfully, I think Boston has the best food in the country because
have we done this? We've done this before.
Tell me where have you gone that you know you can get good style of any food? Can you go
Yeah, like you can't get Italian food.
You can't get Italian food in San Diego.
Yeah,
It's not gonna happen.
That's fine. Never been to San Diego.
You're not gonna get Italian food in Charleston.
I didn't think
Or
you would.
Savannah.
I didn't think you would get good Italian food in Iowa.
Yeah.
You can definitely get good Chinese food around here. Whether you consider Chinese food the American stuff
Right.
or the actual Chinese stuff.
Right.
Again, like I wouldn't want sushi from like Michigan.
No.
Imagine Detroit sushi.
Oh my god. From Flint.
Flint sushi.
They catch the fish out of the
locally
Flint
caught.
pond.
Flint pond. There's one pond in Flint.
Yeah, that's where all the sushi
The
fish
water
come from.
comes.
Sushi grade fish.
What is it? It's sea bass.
Yeah, it's sterile.
Largemouth.
We dump a bunch of chlorine in the pond. But yeah, no, like you can find anything you need around here.
Yeah, no, you really can, because then you can get like real legit seafood because we're on the coast.
Right.
And that's the thing is like with barbecue, it's like there's nothing special. Let me think of my word. Like, I wouldn't eat lobster in
Arkansas.
like Austin, Texas.
No.
It's just like it doesn't make any sense.
No.
And
But I would eat barbecue in Massachusetts. I do eat
because up here nothing changed. Like the reason I wouldn't eat like lobster in Texas is because it's like where the fuck would you get lobster from in Texas?
Yeah.
Like we have it here on the coast.
Yeah.
We also have like there is a massive like Asian population. So name whatever Asian type of food, like they live here.
Right.
I don't know how many fucking Japanese people live in fucking Nebraska.
I'd be willing to bet not a lot.
Yeah, and it's like, what's Nebraska gonna do? Show me corn or like potatoes? Like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, with us being on the East Coast, because that's where most of like the European immigrants came from.
Right.
Most of the immigrants from Asia end up on the other side, which is fine.
Right.
So their shit might be a little bit better over there. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe not. But like
LA has great Mexican food though.
beef. But like beef is beef. So it's like if I put beef on a smoker, it's not gonna be any different if I know what I'm doing.
Right. Yeah. Like the only thing I will say about having a tough time in Massachusetts is like real good like Cajun food.
I can see, yeah, like crawfish is hard to get up here.
Yeah. Yeah. But other than that, you can get anything.
Yeah. And even
But if you go to Louisiana, you're not going to get good Italian food, I would imagine.
probably not. Outside of like the one or two places where a good Italian chef moved there
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
figured, hey, I'm the only one here.
Right.
I'll do this right.
Right.
But like in our hometown, you could trip and fall and find fucking good Italian food.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my plan. There will be no vegetable to be found,
No, because vegetables are stupid.
and even with that, there will be no sweet potatoes to be found either. Because I'm not trying to fool anyone.
No.
There's no fooling anyone here.
Nope.
Thanksgiving is not a day to be even remotely justifiable or even somewhat healthy. If you eat anything green, it better be Brussels sprouts that have been cooked in bacon fat.
Those are so good.
Like, there's no need to eat green beans or Brussels sprouts or fucking salad. It's like, what a waste of fucking time.
Gotta cover all the groups. Why? It's Thanksgiving.
Why? You're gonna eat like shit.
I was gonna say, you're gonna eat like 7 pounds of food.
You're gonna eat like shit and drink entirely too much. And
if I'm gonna
feel
eat
terrible.
7 pounds of food, I wanna eat 7 pounds of food that tastes really fucking
Yeah.
good.
Fuck that.
I don't wanna eat 4 pounds of food that tastes really good and like 2.5 pounds of stuff that I don't really like that much.
Yeah. So, that being said, things that have no business being on a Thanksgiving Day table.
Mm-hmm.
Roasted Brussels sprouts. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I will not. So don't get me wrong. I actually like Brussels sprouts.
I don't mind them.
But I will not eat Brussels sprouts unless they are accompanied by bacon.
On Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, I mean, like at any point.
So unfortunately,
During the
because I hate myself, I do eat them.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I mean. Like I like Brussels sprouts. I'll eat them, but I will only eat them if they're accompanied by bacon.
Well, yeah, because I particularly hate myself. So it's like I eat chicken and vegetables for lunch every day, and it's like, oh, is it good? It's like, dude, it's chicken and vegetables. What do you want from me?
I'm just eating.
It's just food.
Yeah.
I'm only eating this because I'm supposed to.
Right, like especially like during the week.
Yeah.
Like I eat because I need to live.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Like I remember being a kid, my dad used to say that all the time. He goes, "Oh, I eat to live. I don't live to eat." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I get that." Now that I'm older, I'm like, "Ah,
okay, yeah.
I see what you did there, Pop. All right, cool."
Yeah. And that's where like Brussels sprouts will fit that need for me. But like if I'm gonna sit there and be like, oh, you know what I'm really in the fucking mood for? Brussels sprouts. Yeah, they're gonna be accompanied by bacon, pancetta.
Yep.
Like a garlic parmesan thing. Like they're gonna be a vessel for something that actually tastes good.
Yes.
But Thanksgiving Day, no need for it.
Yeah, get them out of here.
So the power rankings for Thanksgiving. I'm doing this on the fly. I didn't prepare any of this. I just thought of it as I sat
I'm
down.
also doing it on the fly.
Stuffing, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. Even though it's not big in the Northeast, I'm putting it up there. Yeah. I've accepted it. At one point, I was like, huh, mac and cheese, Thanksgiving? Yeah. No, and then I thought about it. I'm like, it's a way better thing to have than most of this other shit. Those are the three kings of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Notice how I didn't mention turkey.
Yeah, no. That's a whole other thing. I could go on a whole other rant. I fucking hate turkey.
So
turkey fucking sucks. It is the worst goddamn fucking meat of all of the meats.
I think I saw someone tweet yesterday and said, in the power rankings of meat, turkey is below most vegetables.
Yes.
Yep. Turkey is below most vegetables.
Yep.
Okay. Turkey sucks.
Turkey blows.
It really sucks.
It fucking blows.
I have a special spot for dark meat. I do like the dark meat.
I enjoy dark meat.
But turkey breast, if you're gonna sit here and tell me that you enjoy turkey breast,
here, eat this fucking piece of paper.
If you could eat anything, you get any option, and your choice is turkey breast, you need to go to jail, I think.
Someone tweeted. So I forget what exactly the tweet was, but it was like nobody actually enjoys eating something that tastes like napkins.
So
turkey sucks.
So I will be frying a turkey.
Yeah,
I fry a turkey once a year.
We fried a turkey last year.
That was good.
It was good.
The fried turkey was good.
I think I said to you after we did that, I was like, I will not eat turkey ever again unless it's fried.
Yes. There could be a special case for smoked turkey. I did not love it the one time I did it. I also tried doing it when it was about 38 degrees outside. It was a little hard to fucking, get it going.
Keep that thing hot.
It was hard.
Yeah.
But once a year I'll fry a turkey.
Yeah. All right. I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad we're on the same page. Obviously, we're on the same page because
turkey sucks.
Turkey fucking blows. Ham all the way. Get ham for so because this is one time I said this. I forget who I was talking to, but I said it and I was like, turkey sucks. I fucking hate turkey. I would rather eat ham on Thanksgiving. Give me ham on Thanksgiving 10 times out of 10. And you know what's up? I can't remember who this was, but someone's response was, well, what about Christmas? What are you going to eat on Christmas? And I go, I don't give a fuck. Ham? It's a month later. I can't. Do you not eat leftovers? You can't eat the same thing within a month? Who the fuck are you?
You know what the best part about...
What are you going to do about what can you eat on Christmas then if you eat ham on Thanksgiving? I'll eat ham. Or I'll get a fucking prime rib roast then. Fuck off.
See, now that's the correct answer. So I was talking to Jones, and I know Jones is out on turkey, and I think to the point that he won't even fucking consider cooking one. Smoked, fried, fucking wrapped completely in bacon.
Yeah.
He's not even gonna fucking play around with that.
Turkey sucks.
So I'll fry one a year. The fried is good.
Right.
But that's
even the fried kind of gave us a run for our money last year. Remember the temperature kind of was fucked up a little bit?
Oh, the temperature. So what ended up happening was, and this is,
it was the propane. Or
the burner kept going out.
Yeah, because it was windy as fuck.
It was windy, so the burner kept going out. But the thing is, it's supposed to be 3 minutes a pound. I forget what the temperature is. I'll have to look it up again.
Yeah.
I think it's 180. I don't think it goes over 180. No, I think stays, the oil temp is 180, but don't let it get above 200 or something. It's something like that.
Yeah.
But when you throw the turkey in, it drops.
Right.
So it's like a 12-pound turkey is supposed to take 36 minutes, but it took 10 minutes in the fryer to get back up to that temperature.
Right.
So it ended up being like 45 minutes. We're sitting out there fucking bundled up like we're going skiing with fucking drinking bourbon to stay warm. But yeah, I mean that whatever. It's easy to fry a turkey.
Yeah.
And I didn't have one person tell me, oh, make sure it's defrosted, like last year.
Yeah.
So I don't have to have that rain again this year. But my other thing with both holidays, and this is like, so my mother never was the world's greatest cook. I do enjoy like her meatballs and sauce, but it is different the way she does it. So when we used to have Christmas at the house, she would put out like salad and shit that no one would eat and just look at. And then it would be like the big diesel ravioli. So like the ravioli were probably the size of this plate, or this piece of paper that I'm holding up for the YouTube show.
Did you go to Bella?
No.
Oh, Bella Ravioli in South Medford. They
No, it
make
wasn't
it
Bella.
homemade right there in front of you.
Fuck, I forget where they used to get it from.
Somewhere in Somerville, maybe.
No, somewhere in South Medford.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere else. I fucking don't remember though. But they were huge.
Yeah.
And you would get like 2 ravioli, meatball, sausage, shit like that. And then she would bring out the prime rib with mashed potatoes. She might have done stuffing too. She might have just said, fuck it, you guys will eat it, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Christmas. No ham. Like I've never had ham on a holiday. No holiday. I've never had ham.
No.
And that's the thing with like Thanksgiving. People get so caught up. It's like, oh, well, I have to do a turkey. Well, you don't have to do shit.
Yeah, turkey sucks, don't it?
Turkey kind of sucks. You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's tradition. Whose tradition? Who started this? Like,
well, it doesn't matter. Well, that's the thing. It's like, oh, you have to eat turkey. No, I don't have to eat anything.
Yeah.
That's why it's like if I didn't want to just fry the turkey to fry the turkey, like if I was actually serving Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do a fried turkey and like all that other shit. Like serving turkey at a time for a lot of, like, it's a real fucking pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I do it, it's because I have all day. I set all day Saturday to just say like, hey, I'm cooking a bunch of food.
Yeah.
I usually start drinking early and we figure it out and eat most of it with our hands.
Yes.
But like having to serve, fuck that. Turkey would be the last thing I would fucking serve.
Yeah. Because it also sucks too, like, you know, back in pre-corona times when you used to actually be able to have people for a party. You know, if you're serving 10 plus people, you gotta get like a fucking 20-pound fucking turkey. You gotta throw the thing in the oven at like 4 o'clock in the morning and let that thing fucking cook.
Yeah.
So it's ready for 2 o'clock.
That's the thing, is like even that big of a turkey wouldn't even fit in my fryer, I don't think.
No.
So now what?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, turkey sucks. End of the day, turkey blows.
So then, things that have no business being on the Thanksgiving table. They're vegetables, number one.
Yep.
Green bean casserole, which we've ranted about.
Oh my god.
No need for that.
Yeah.
No need for a green bean casserole.
Well, who's gonna bring the green bean casserole?
That is like, so it is a meal that is consistent of green beans, cream of mushroom soup out of a fucking can, and fried onions out of a can.
Out of a can, yeah.
Whose fucking massive culinary expertise is that? if that's where you're at,
That's
like,
someone's great aunt Edna brings that.
it's like, oh, I slaved over the green bean casserole. It's like,
Yeah.
You mean you mixed 3 fucking ingredients together and fucking threw it in the oven?
You opened up 3 different cans.
Seriously.
And you put them together.
Seriously. I bet you back in the day those fucking green beans were out of the can.
Yeah.
Because you just get everything out of the can.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting.
Ugh.
It's not cooking if you're using a fucking can.
No.
Or I'm sorry, if one of the ingredients is out of... Two of the ingredients are out of a fucking can.
Potentially 3.
Potentially 3. And you just mix the canned ingredients.
Yeah, that's not cooking. It's not cooking if it's out of a can. That's bullshit.
No, and it's like it's okay if ingredients are out of a can, but like if I was gonna do like, if I'm gonna use a can for cooking, there's gonna be like tomatoes in there.
Right.
They're one ingredient of something
Of
else.
a sauce.
Because like I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, well, on technicality, do you ever use chicken broth? Yeah, I fucking use chicken broth. Fuck off. I'm talking like,
Yeah.
I would never use, if I'm gonna make a meal, I wouldn't get shit out of the fucking can to use.
Right.
Because you know what else comes out of the fucking can?
Cranberry sauce.
Yep.
Blows.
Cranberry sauce sucks.
Sucks.
Cranberry sauce is not good.
Cranberry sauce is the absolute fucking worst.
And if you guys have convinced yourself that it's good, you've been brainwashed. Because it's not good.
No, it's terrible. It
bad.
holds the shape of the can.
It's bad jelly.
You take it out of the can, and it still looks like a can.
It's got the fucking ribbed. It's so ribbed for her pleasure on it.
And people fight over the fucking ends of it because they were like, "Oh, I want the edge, like the end." Because
you're fucking disgusting.
Like what?
Yes.
That's what he does. He's like digging.
Oh,
in the
we did
background.
do this last year.
We did.
We did because everything that he has done in his past is a fucking lie and a sham.
This was when he brought up his mom's stuffing. That it was made with Wonder Bread.
Yes. Now this is. Oh God.
We have to go back and listen to that
I
episode.
forgot we did this last year.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's just a fucking recap for everyone.
Yeah.
And the canned stuff's good.
I'll tell you one thing though. The best Thanksgiving I've had to date, which has been ruined by this fucking pandemic, was at the casino.
Yeah.
Where I went to the buffet and I ate a bunch of shrimp cocktail, maybe some mussels, don't really remember. I had some beef ribs, some brisket, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and I looked at the turkey and laughed.
Yeah.
I literally fucking laughed at it. I go, that's hysterical.
Yep. Yeah, last year, me and my mom went to a restaurant in Burlington. I forget. I think it was Redstone up in Burlington. And it was a buffet. Same thing. Same whole idea. I didn't get turkey. And she looked and she was like, how come you didn't get turkey? And I go, because I don't like turkey.
Because turkey's the worst option here.
Yeah, like I got like prime rib and
Yeah.
like fucking whatever else they had.
Yeah.
I was like, they had mac and cheese too, I think.
Well, that's the thing is like when given the option of turkey and any kind of beef product, how do you say no to said beef product?
Yeah. Like, I would rather eat pork rinds than turkey. It's just like fried pig skin.
Weird.
Yeah. They taste like chips. Tastes like potato chips.
Weird.
But yeah, like, literally give me anything. Give me broccoli. I would take broccoli over turkey.
No, that's blasphemous because it's a vegetable and it has no business being around.
Well, that's what I like in the...
At least the turkey is a protein because you can always go dark meat and you can eat
Yeah.
the fucking leg.
Yeah. Dark meat is way better. Also, that's a whole other thing, too. Why do people not like the dark meat?
I don't know.
Why is that a thing?
I could not tell you.
People are literally... Like, I've had conversations with people before, and they're just like, well, I don't know. Does anyone want this? Does anyone want this dark meat? Does anyone like... No, that's what it is. Anytime someone carves up, like, the turkey or whatever, does anybody here eat dark meat? Yeah.
Yeah, the dark meat's the good one.
Of course, I do. It's way better than everything else.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Don't give me any of the fucking the white meat.
Chicken breast.
Yeah, get the breast. Get the fuck.
Breast.
Get the fuck out of here with your turkey breast. Give me all of the dark
That's
meat.
the other thing too. You guys shit your pants about fucking turkey and then you eat the breast and you pretend it is that much different than chicken.
Yeah.
You really fucking try to argue with me that it's like
Yeah.
that different.
It's so
Oh,
bad.
well, we only have turkey like once or twice a year.
Yeah.
And you eat the breast.
Yep.
Chicken and turkey breast ain't that different.
No.
It's a little different. Maybe a little bit.
Chicken's better. Anything that you can't eat like plain on its own sucks.
Well, that's the thing is
You
when you
have
sit
to-
there and
you
you're
have
like,
to smother it
you
in
need
gravy.
Yeah, you need your cranberry sauce and
Yes.
your fucking gravy, and you need to eat it like, oh well, I need to make it like a Thanksgiving in one bite. It's like
yeah.
that's because the turkey sucks.
That's because of the turkey.
No one ever takes their prime rib and goes, oh, I gotta
Yeah.
eat the prime rib dinner in one bite. Let me
Yeah.
add it. Like, no, fuck off.
Make sure I get all my mashed potatoes and green beans on the fork before
Yep.
I take the prime rib. No,
Yep.
no one
Well,
does
yeah,
that.
yeah. You gotta mix it up in one bite.
Yeah, make sure you smother it in gravy. No, I'm just gonna eat the prime rib. Like maybe if I'm at a restaurant, they give me some au jus sauce. Like maybe I'll use some of that.
Yeah, but like real places won't even give you that because they don't need to.
Yeah, exactly. Like cook the prime rib good, and you don't need it.
Yeah.
You cook the turkey good. Guess what? You could cook the turkey the best. You could cook the best goddamn fucking turkey in the history of time. And guess what? You still need gravy.
Yep. And a mediocre prime rib is still better.
Yes, a well done prime. Give me a well done prime rib. Give me a well done prime rib over the world's perfectly cooked turkey. 10 times out of 10.
Oven cooked. Because a fried turkey would probably fucking still be better.
Yeah, yes, I wouldn't say that. But yeah, any oven turkey can get fucked.
And then should we as is tradition, should we cover the biggest fucking sham of Thanksgiving food? The day after turkey sandwich?
Oh my god. Oh, the whole reason we have Thanksgiving is so we can have the sandwiches on the next day. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
So that is the dumbest
It's
fucking thing.
Hey, guess what? It still sucks the next day.
Or the people that like the people that will like they'll like try to like not eat a ton
Yeah,
at like 2:00 so that they can make a sandwich at night.
yeah.
Have you?
Cool, we still have the same shitty stuff, we just added bread.
And now it's cold.
Yes. Now it sucks even more.
It's just cold now. It's sick.
Ugh. It's the goddamn fucking worst.
Ah, love turkey sandwich.
And like I love leftovers. Like I'm a big believer. I there's nothing that like I feel a literal pain on the inside when anytime I have to throw food away. Like I hate doing it. I will always eat leftovers. I will forever whatever. Except on Thanksgiving. You can get fucked with those leftovers if it's turkey. Well, because you know what? If you cook a prime rib, there ain't gonna be any leftovers.
No, there isn't.
That's
There
how you
never
know.
is.
There you go. There's another example of why it's so much better. Because there's not going to be any There's never any leftover prime rib.
Never.
No. Literally.
There's never next day prime rib.
No, it doesn't exist. Turkey is so bad. I don't know why. I don't know. I want to know how it got started. As like, you have to eat turkey on Thanksgiving.
Well, because fucking it was probably easy to fucking kill turkeys.
Yeah, I guess.
There's way more turkeys around here
Yeah.
than cows.
And they're bigger than chickens.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I could care less why it's a tradition. I just know it's fucking sham.
It's absolutely
That's why whatever Jones ends up doing will probably be, like so this is what will probably happen. The fried turkey will smack, and the stuffing will be good, and the fried mac and cheese will be good, and whatever the fuck Jones makes will probably still be better just because it's not turkey.
Yes. Yep.
He'll probably make prime rib, and he'll be like, it was pretty good, but maybe he messed something up, or
Yeah.
he goes, or maybe he's like, I really wanted it medium rare, and it came out medium.
Yep.
And it'll still be better.
Still be better, way better, exponentially better.
But I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah.
'Cause I like doing it.
Yeah. Like I said, the fried turkey last year was good. Like it didn't suck.
No.
Turkey.
No,
sucks.
I would say it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was better than any other method of cooking a turkey
Absolutely.
or a chicken.
Absolutely.
Ooh, sometimes a whole chicken. Anyway, never
Yeah.
mind.
You do beer can chicken.
Yeah.
That could be good.
Yeah, but some people fuck up the beer can chicken because they think the beer can's gonna give it like flavor, and it just doesn't give it flavor.
No, it's just
Just prevents it from
moist.
drying out.
Yeah.
Whatever. People are fucking morons.
Oh, my chicken's gonna taste like beer.
Oh, it's like, I'll get flavor from the beer. I'm gonna use like a fucking really expensive whatever. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I'm gonna use a
No.
$12 IPA. Like,
yeah.
buddy, use a fucking Bush Light.
Hey.
Like, what are you
Hey.
doing?
You want to know the real truth? You could use water and it would be the same effect.
Exactly.
Like, oh, that'll water it down. No, it won't.
Nope, that's not how that works.
By the way, that 65 points. in that
65.
game.
Oh, it ended?
Yep.
Let's go.
I think Green Bay fumbled and Indy went down and kicked the field goal.
Oh, that sucks. Because I had Green Bay +1.5. We called it too earlier in the week because Green Bay was dogs all week long, and everyone was pounding on Green Bay.
It didn't move.
And you looked at me and you go, Indy's going to win that game. They're going to win outright.
Yep.
And lo and behold, they did.
Yep.
God damn it, Vegas wins again.
I actually didn't take them. Green Bay or Indy.
I did. Fucking dick. So, I had this thought the other day. I was watching a movie the other day, and we were all kind of watching it at one point. 2012, the movie 2012 was on TV.
When the fuck was that on TV?
I don't know. It was the other night, maybe Tuesday,
Was I watching it?
maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. Because when was the NBA draft? Wednesday. Because I remember you came home and you were like, "Oh, dude, you're not watching the draft." I was like, "No, I'm fantasizing about 2012." So the movie was on, and that's I was like, just thinking, how cool would that be if that happened this year instead of all the shit that happened this year? Like, instead of all of like the bullshit. So, as a little foreshadowing here, I have been keeping track of some of the major events that have happened in this year, and one of the episodes that we do next month in December, I want to do like a wrap up 2020, and I'm gonna go down my
We
list.
have to do another 4-hour episode.
Yeah, I know, right? But I'm gonna go down my list of everything that I've been keeping track of. I started it in like May because I was like, dude, this is absolutely fucking insane. So I backtracked and like thought like of everything that happened from January through May.
I was gonna say you're skipping.
Oh no! Like, I decided to come up with the idea in May. So I backtracked and caught up through January through May, and then every month since then I've been keeping a running tally of some of the major events that have gone on in the country and in the world in 2020. So instead of all of that shit that's happened this year, how cool would it have been if like the movie 2012 shit actually happened? Like if we had like a mega fucking earthquake, which we did have an earthquake.
We had an earthquake.
That's on the list. We had an earthquake in Massachusetts. What if like it started fucking snowing in fucking Ecuador? You know, like all the crazy shit in 2012, and then the whole world floods, and we have to get on boats and shit like that. Which, hey, me and you wouldn't be on that boat.
Nope.
We are not special enough.
Yeah, I'll swim there.
Yeah. We wouldn't get an invitation. But I don't know. I was just like, that would be so much better. Because then we would culminate the year by, death of the world instead of sustained pain and agony that is this year. At least we would have some ending to it. And then I started to think, what if the Mayans were right? What if, because everyone was flipping out about December 21st, 2012. Everyone was like, that was the end of the year, it's the end of the Mayan calendar, it's a whatever. And then the day came, and it went, and nothing happened. And everyone was like, stupid fucking Mayans, the fuck do they know? They didn't know anything. And then there was that one dickhead that came out and was like, well, I think they got the math wrong. It's actually October 10th of 2014. It's because we changed calendars at this point. And he went on this whole long rampage. So then October 10th of 2014 or whatever that date was comes and goes and nothing happens and everyone's like, stupid Mayans. But what if that's when all the stupid bullshit started? Like, what if 2012 was actually not the end of the world as like an abrupt end of the world, but what if it was the beginning of the end of the world? And we're currently experiencing the end of the world right now. Like it began in 2012.
Well, I mean, if the event that kickstarted it all off was me getting a college degree, I mean, we can start there.
Yeah. But like, I'm just trying to think of something that happened. Like, maybe nothing needs to happen, but what if December 21st, 2012 was like just the beginning of the end? Like, what if? Because like that's also kind of when that isn't that when all the Me Too stuff started? Or no, that was later. That was 2016.
No.
2016, 2017 was like.
Honestly, I can't. I'm like with 20. So I mean, that was an Obama re-election. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it. Again, it feels like it all started. I guess you could maybe say 2016 when Trump got elected.
Yeah.
Because whether you like him or not, a fucking reality TV show star
Yeah.
won the presidential election.
Yeah.
Here.
You know what's really funny if you think back? Like, I remember having this conversation. I remember saying this to, like, when everyone was, like, melting down about Trump becoming president and all that shit. I remember being like, well, I mean, let's be honest here. Like, you know, he's kind of a fucking idiot. He's only going to do one term, and then we'll just get back to normal in 4 years. And I think that was, like, the general sentiment of reasonable people. Because obviously what was then and then became further left liberal people crazy, they literally went Trump crazy over 4 years. From 2016 to 2020, like, people's mental health severely declined because of one man who sat in the Oval Office, which is absolutely asinine to me. But those people went absolutely fucking Trump crazy. And then the people that weren't, like, super supportive of him either, they were just kind of, like, wanted something different, which is why he won in the first place. The whole reason why he won in 2016 is because he was different. He brought something different to the table, or at least he said he did, and that he had the appearance of that. But I can remember most people kind of being like, yeah, well, he's only going to do one term. Like, he's only, like, let's be real. Like, he's nuts. Like, he's only going to do 4 years, and then, you know, we'll elect someone else, and we'll get back to normal and all that shit. But then somewhere along the line, everyone just kind of, like, forgot that. So now here we are, fast forward 4 years later, and there's the whole bullshit with, like, he lost the election, and now he's fighting it, and other people are, like, depending on who you talk to, they're like, well, of course Trump's going to win. Of course there was voter fraud. They're going to re-elect Trump. They're going to find out. And then it's like, yeah, but he lost. And I don't know. It's like people just kind of forgot about that somewhere along the way. That in general, people kind of had the understanding that, like, we're going to try this guy out, but he's most likely only going to be here for 4 years. And now that he was only here for 4 years, like we said 4 years ago, people are pissed. And it's like, I don't know, man. I thought we all kind of agreed that, like, you know, we'll try out this guy. Yeah, he's a fucking dickhead and he's a loudmouth, but he's different and we've never had this before. And maybe this is what we want. Okay, all right, we did it for 4 years. This isn't what we want. Stop the madness. This isn't what we want. We want to go back to the other stupid bullshit. Because there's always going to be shady shit that goes on no matter what. It doesn't matter who sits in the fucking chair, what color tie they're wearing. Like, there's always going to be shady shit that goes on in the government. And if anyone tries to tell you otherwise, they're literally lying to your face. But just for the general sentiment of people and the fucking nation's mental health, like, if one guy is going to stop people from fucking going absolutely bananas, then whatever. Like, whatever, at the end of the day. Like I said, I don't care that much because I truthfully, I've said it a million times and you've said it, we both agree. Whoever the president is doesn't affect our day-to-day lives. We're not that important. We are not that important.
Nor is that person.
No. So I don't know. Like, yeah, I just think it's funny that, like, people are now, like, holding on to this guy as if, like, he's the only hope. And it's like, well, 4 years ago you said you wanted to give it a shot, and we did. And literally we all decided, well, not all, but the majority decided that they didn't like him anymore. Because the majority decided in 2016 that they did like him and they wanted to try it. And it's okay. We tried it and it didn't work. That's how you live. That's how you live and you learn. You try things. That's why they always tell you to step outside your comfort zone, because you need to see new things and maybe you'll find something that works. And occasionally you're going to make the wrong decision. And say what you want, I don't think he was a terrible president. He definitely wasn't one of the worst. You can't say he was one of the worst. He wasn't one of the best either. Unfortunately, he was really bad at containing himself.
Well, that's the thing is when you look back at him in his presidency, it's like, oh, well, he was an asshole. Well, that's his personality.
Right.
Not his actions as president.
Right. If you look at the things he got done, he kind of did some good stuff. But,
But he also didn't do a lot.
Didn't do a ton either.
No one ever complained about what he did as president. They just complained about how he conducted himself as a person.
And it was always the looming threat of the what if. There was never... So, he was in office for 4 years. Which, yeah, you're allowed 8 and he didn't get a second term, whatever. But 4 years is still a significant amount of time. And from from November 4th of 2016 until today, still, people are still out there saying he's gonna get rid of pro-choice. He's gonna take away abortion. He's gonna make abortion illegal. Look, he was in office for 4 years, and I don't think he ever put a bill to the floor to remove abortion.
No. And so it's like, if you think about...
And it's like all these looming threats of things. It's like, but I didn't do that.
I know nothing about politics and politicians, whatever. But if you say Obama, I can say Obamacare. That's something he did.
Right.
If you say George Bush,
Patriot Act,
I can say the War on Terror.
Yeah.
And all the 9/11 shit. Yeah, I mean, Clinton was a president, but not really.
Yeah.
When I was kind of alive,
Right.
I mean, from my ages 2 to 10.
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't tell you anything he did.
Yeah.
First Gulf War? No. That would've been
no,
HW.
that was Bush Senior. Yeah.
Or HW? Herbert Walker?
HW. Yeah.
HW.
H. George H. W.
Like, I couldn't tell you one thing that Trump did.
No.
And anyone that wants to counter that point will just pick out something obscure that, like, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he changed the tax code.
Cool.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure every president changes the tax code.
Sick.
Like, I think that comes with the territory.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't tell you one thing he did, and it's like, I don't want to defend him as being like a good president, but
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think he was
everyone who's
good.
saying that they hate him, it's like, well, you hate the person.
Right.
As a president, he didn't do anything.
Right.
So if you want to call him useless, I'd get down with that.
Yeah, sure. He was definitely probably useless.
I mean, a couple peace deals in the Middle East, but like, I mean, mostly useless.
Yeah. Peace deals in the Middle East are always funny too. Which, like I said, that's a huge landmark. You got 7 of them done in 4 years. But again, being realistic, what does a peace deal in the Middle East
Nothing.
really mean?
It's a piece of paper. A piece of paper that no one's gonna follow.
I mean, that part of the world is pretty contentious. I don't think they're gonna stop and be like, ah, shit, you know what? Donnie made me sign this paper that said I wouldn't fucking go bomb Israel. You know what? I guess I'm not gonna bomb Israel today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home. Maybe tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah, and Israel's gonna wake up one day and be like, oh yeah, you know all those peace deals we signed?
Yeah.
Maybe we should get Palestine back.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should withdraw all of our spies from all these other countries, because, we signed peace deals.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
them,
we're at peace with everybody.
Yeah.
We're cool.
Yeah, because that's how that works. Yeah. But, yeah, so, I don't know, whatever. I don't even know how we got there. Because I wanted to talk about fucking 2012 in the world.
Oh, yeah.
All roads lead to Trump. Maybe we're Trump crazy. But actually, I had this other idea. So as I'm thinking, because this is how my brain works, I start going like 1,000 miles an hour, and I start like fantasizing about 2012 happening in the real world. And then I think, what if coronavirus was a response from the government from last year when we tried to storm Area 51? What if we were like, dude, we're gonna storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us. And they create this Facebook group, and there's millions of people that sign up to go to this fucking thing. And the government's like,
Yes, we can.
whoa, this is crazy. Like, they almost pulled this off. Like, they didn't pull it off, but, like, they got really fucking close. What if the government was like, oh, shit, dude, like, we need to get more control. We almost just had people storm Area 51, which is in the middle of a fucking desert. No one lives there. What if they wanted to storm literally any building anywhere in the country where people actually live? Like, we were going to have millions of people get on a plane, fly. The nearest airport to Area 51 is like 75 miles away. People were willing to fly to an airport and then somehow either hitchhike, get a car, walk. Like, people were going to travel 75 miles from an airport in fucking New Mexico or Nevada, wherever the nearest airport is, and travel to Area 51 so they could storm it on that day. What is September 21st in 2019 or something like that? Like, and luckily, like, it didn't happen. But what if the government was like, holy fuck, dude, that was a close call.
Or
We need to do something to, like, get control back.
or in response to them almost, realizing it's like, oh wow, Area 51 is very capable of being stormed. And then they're like, oh well, hey, here's this pandemic. Oh, by the way, aliens are real.
Yeah,
Then,
yeah.
Like, hey, by the way, UFOs are real.
Actually, that's true, because ever since then,
We keep getting more info.
We've had the pandemic, and the U.S. government is literally saying aliens are real.
Yeah, and no one's listening.
No one's listening. Like 4 times this year. That's on my list. It's on my list. Like, literally 4 different times this year. I think the first time was in either March or April, and then the next time was around, like, June. And then one of them was like, yeah, there's probably aliens out there. And then the one in June was like, yeah, we may have a spacecraft. We don't know.
And then they're like, yeah, we definitely have proof of there being life from other planets, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then in, like, October-ish, they were like, yeah, we think we found life on Venus. But, like, granted, it's, like, microbes and shit. But, like, yeah, we found life on Venus. So it's, like, the first life form that we found not on this planet, even though it's not intelligent life, it is still life.
Smarter than us.
Yeah, because it's not here. Actually, at this point, I'd rather live on Venus.
Me too.
But, like, I just thought of that because, again, my brain. I'm a fucking idiot.
I'm a fucking idiot.
And I'm like, what if storming Area 51 got the government to be like, oh shit, dude, we gotta do something about this. Let's call up, where can we do? And then I just imagine them, like, spinning the wheel of, like, dumb shit. Or, like, throwing a dart at a dartboard somewhere as to, like, how we're gonna gain control of the people. And then one of, like, the dart lands, oh, they throw a dart somewhere in the world and it lands on their lab in Wuhan, China. So then they're like, I don't know, what do we got there? What do we got going on there? I don't know, we got this virus we're working on. I don't know, you want to release that to the public? Yeah, sure. How do you want to do it? I don't know, we got it from bats. I don't know, people in China, they have wet markets. They're kind of fucked up. They eat bats there. Maybe we can just release the virus into the public and then say it came from a wet market? Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, cool. Yeah, let's do that. All right, no more storming Area 51. But oh, by the way, the aliens are real.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
That is just some weird shit, man. I don't fucking know. I got a problem though with Jim Fail Nation, the account I've been following on Instagram.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna go put the Sunday night game on the TV.
All right, cool.
I'll listen to that.
So I don't actually have a problem with Jim Fail Nation, the Instagram. You can follow them at Jim Fail Nation on Instagram. No free ads, but they've been running polls. If you're listening to the show recently, you know that I follow them and I've been all about their polls. And some people that listen to the show have actually started listening to them, and they've reached out to me being like, "Dude, can you fucking believe this poll?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's absolutely insane."
Huge poll guy.
And one of them is they're running like greatest actors, and it was Denzel Washington, versus Leonardo DiCaprio. No, I'm sorry. Let me back up. First, before that, it was a movie. They just randomly threw up two movies and said which one is better. Which of these movies is better? Wolf of Wall Street or Training Day?
Training Day.
Exactly. What do you think won?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wall Street. And Wolf of Wall Street won with like 60-something% of the vote. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Training Day is actually a good movie.
So come to using some what's that called? Situational awareness here. Some deductive reasoning. Because I've been following their polls, they're running a tournament. So they finished the other tournaments. The new tournament they're doing is WWE wrestlers, best WWE wrestlers of all time.
I'm interested in that.
So in one of them, Shawn Michaels beat Andre the Giant, which okay.
What's the parameters of that? Is it who would win the match?
No, it's just the greatest wrestlers of all time. It's a tournament.
Okay.
So then they have currently Shawn Michaels going up against Ric Flair. And Shawn Michaels is beating Ric Flair, which is bullshit. So then there was something else. Bret Hart lost to... this isn't right, but lost to someone along the lines like a Randy Orton. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I've deduced that between people thinking that Wolf of Wall Street is better than Training Day, and that Randy Orton is better than Bret Hart, and that Shawn Michaels is better than Ric Flair, the people that follow, the majority of people that follow Jim Phil Nation are like 19 years old.
Yeah, they're young and broy.
Yeah, because there is no fucking way in any universe that Wolf of Wall Street is better than Training Day.
No, Training Day is a legitimately good movie.
That is a phenomenal movie. Like, all around. It is one of the greatest movies of that early 2000s, like, generation. Like, that, it's like one of those, it's just such a fucking good movie. So then, as the result of Wolf of Wall Street versus Training Day, then the next thing they threw out there was who's a better actor, Denzel or Leo? And Leo beat Denzel Washington. And I happen to disagree with that. I think Denzel is much better. Now, I will say that there was a period of time for maybe 6-ish years where Denzel kind of got pigeonholed into the action guy. Like he was in, well, obviously Training Day wasn't Training Day was more of a drama. But he was in The Equalizer, The Manchurian Candidate,
Man on Fire.
and Man on Fire. So all three of those movies are kind of similar. So for that time period between, I don't know which came first, between Manchurian Candidate and Man on Fire.
I feel like Man on Fire was the last of them.
Well, The Equalizer was the last one. The
Okay.
Equalizer is more new, but
True.
whichever one came first and all that until The Equalizer. But sandwiched in there, he also did The Book of Eli, which isn't like a traditional action movie. I really, really like that movie, The Book of Eli.
Never saw it.
It's one of those, when you watch it the first time, you get to the end of it and you're like, holy shit, that was a great movie. And then it's also one of those movies that changes. Like after you watch it once, you watch it differently after that. So it gives you more of an appreciation of that first time you watch it. It's a pretty good movie. It's got Mila Kunis in it. I forget who else is in it. I forget who the villain is, but it's
Gary Oldman.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's Gary Oldman. So it's I don't want to say it's Mad Maxy because it's not crazy people with fucking hoses coming out of their heads and shit. But it is like a dystopian future.
Yeah.
It's really good. It is really, really good. But I mean, Denzel, he was in obviously Training Day. What else was he in? That's fucking good.
Remember the Titans.
Ah, yes, wow. That was obviously, I'm a fucking retard.
Yes.
Yes! But I just feel like Leo, he's a good actor, but he's not like, I don't know, he's not as good as Denzel Washington. Like, I just think Denzel Washington is one of the greatest actors ever. He was in Malcolm X. He was in American Gangster. That was a pretty good movie.
Ooh, yeah, that was.
Just looking at all these other ones. But, like, I don't know. I feel like Leo is also kind of like a whiny bitch.
I think he was for a while. May have changed that over time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like, dude, Denzel Washington's a better actor. Sorry.
Yeah. He was in Philadelphia, too. What else? Remember the Titans, Training Day, John Q. Antoine Fisher. That was a really good movie. He also directed that. Inside Man. That was pretty good. Deja Vu. Yeah, that was his, like, time. So Man on Fire and The Manchurian Candidate both came out in 2004.
Oh.
So starting in 2004, I went Man on Fire, Manchurian Candidate, Inside Man, Deja Vu, American Gangster, and then he started getting into some other stuff. So from like 04 to 07, 08, he was like just action guy. He also did Safe House, Magnificent Seven, Equalizer. So I mean, yeah, I wanted to address that because I was mind blown that people liked Wolf of Wall Street better than Training Day, and they also thought Leo was a better actor than Denzel, because those are both false.
People are dumb.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Do you want to start wrapping this up?
We can wrap this up.
All right. What do you got? Hit me with your final thought.
Fan theory. Peter McAllister from Home Alone is a criminal.
Yes! I heard that on Toucher and Rich the other morning.
So, I heard it. It might have been Zoe and Beetle.
Oh, yeah, it was Zoe Beetle. Yeah.
But I heard it too.
You're right.
But I think it's just pretty funny when people like actually create the stories within the stories.
Mm-hmm.
So Peter McAllister is obviously the father in Home Alone.
Yeah.
So first time we see Peter is when Harry is dressed as a cop, scoping the place out. Peter is way defensive in this interaction. All Harry does is ask if he's the owner of the house, and Peter jumps straight to him. I am some kind of trouble officer. Then the look on his face, and then the look in his face is on edge the whole time he's talking to Harry. Why else would he? In the 90s, why else would you be so sketchy around a cop?
Right.
Secondly, we never find out what he does. They don't mention where he works, his background, or anything. But he does make enough money to have a wife that doesn't work, 5 kids, the house that's worth like $1.5 million. Where were they going?
Paris.
They're going to Paris.
Yeah. And then another one, they went to Florida.
Yep. Then Harry calls the McAllister house the Silver Tuna, the big score. They specifically target this neighborhood for the McAllister house. We see the house, there's nothing particularly valuable looking around. We don't ever see them mention jewels, a safe, or anything like that. But still, this house is still the house to rob. This might have just been a remnant of the original story where Uncle Frank hired Harry and Marv to rob the place.
Yeah, that's what they did. They said it in the original script, when it was written, it was Uncle Frank hired the Wet Bandits to rob the house because Uncle Frank sucks. But in the movie, they scrapped that storyline.
Yeah. Also, is there a book?
I think the book was written after.
Oh, okay. And then the guy who wrote this admits, he goes, this one's weak, but look at the way the family carries themselves. Yeah. What does he say? The mom is an emotionally dead bitch who says terrible things to her 8-year-old son. Buzz is a psychopath. Uncle Frank is a crook of some kind. And then there's Kevin, who seems completely okay with killing 2 robbers. I don't think his intent was to, quote unquote, bonk them on the noggin. He was out for blood. I mean, when I was 8, I knew that if I dropped an iron on someone's head from 20 feet, they would die. Plus, the whole family has terrible manners. Just look at the scene when Kevin's mom is trying to use the payphone in Paris, and a woman is literally using it. The whole family just muscles the poor woman off the phone. Admittedly kind of weak, but...
Yeah.
I do like when you go to stuff like this.
And you find like a secret, like, ooh, this could be
Yeah,
something
when
else.
people create their own theories, it's awesome.
Yeah, I love fan theories. Shit like that. It's pretty good. Do you remember the fan theory from Rugrats that it's all fake, and I think it's either Angelica is in rehab or is a psycho, or it's actually Cynthia. Like Cynthia is the person who's like a drug addict and like in a
Cynthia
psych
the
ward.
mother?
No, the doll.
Oh.
And Cynthia is a drug addict, like in a psych ward somewhere, and she's imagining like Rugrats.
That's crazy.
Like there's a fan theory on that too. That was wild. I read that. I went down that rabbit hole one day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, some of those are pretty cool, and it's funny when like it actually works too.
Yeah, I mean, well, you don't come up with a fan theory and go, like if you come up with a fan theory and go, oh well, John Wick is actually like in the Matrix world. Well, you can like come up with a couple things.
Yeah.
If you go, ooh, I think John Wick's a descendant of Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
So like in order to have like a fan theory that people will actually like acknowledge, it has to at least make sense.
Right.
Or you have to at least, I could see that happening.
Yeah. The big one, because it's such a vast world at this point, is Harry Potter. There's a ton of Harry Potter fan theories out there about all kinds of crazy shit. But did you ever get in? I know you've seen all the movies, but did you ever read any of the books?
No.
Yeah.
Never read any of the books, and I think I've only seen one movie in one sitting from beginning to end.
Yeah.
But I believe I've seen every scene.
Yeah. You've seen every second of every movie.
But I've only seen one movie.
Yeah.
From beginning to end.
In one sitting. Yeah.
I still, I mean, like, I know what's going on, but like, not really.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like, you're either in it or you're out of it. Like, there's no one that's just like, yeah, it's Harry Potter. Like, I like it, but like, that's it. Like, people are either like, oh my god, I fucking love Harry Potter,
or I never got into it.
Or yeah, it's just not for me.
I never got into Lord of the Rings. Never got into Harry Potter.
Yeah. I watched all the Lord of the Rings movies, but I never got into it. Like, I never saw any of the Hobbit stuff.
Nope. I don't know, is there any other things that people get into?
Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, I like Star Wars, but I couldn't have a conversation with anybody about it.
No, I couldn't either.
Outside of like, oh, this is what happened.
Yeah, this is what happened in the movie.
But I couldn't give you like a fan theory on Star Wars. No fucking way.
No. That's another. So Star Wars and I would say as big as Harry Potter is, it's not as big as Star Wars. Obviously, just because Star Wars has been around since the fucking 70s.
I think we really fell flat on the storyline where, what was his name? The guy from like the new trilogy, the newest trilogy, the bad guy that gets cut in half like a bitch.
Oh, Darth Maul.
No.
Oh, Snoke.
Yeah. Where that was actually Jar Jar Binks. I think we really missed out on what could have been the greatest heel turn in all of Star Wars.
That would have been hilarious.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Some of those worlds are fucking so huge. All right. So my final thought is last night actually, to start from the beginning, we started watching Detective Pikachu.
Yes, as I told you we should.
But I ended up going to bed like 20-ish minutes or so in. However, this morning when I got up, I got back from breakfast, I put it on and I finished it from like where we left off. Pretty good movie.
Yeah, it's actually good.
It is a pretty good movie. It is just enough like Pokemon to like satisfy like nostalgia, but it's also not like in your face everything is Pokemon all the time and this is like watching the video game unravel.
No, it actually is a very
it's a legitimate movie.
it's a very small thing.
Yeah.
And like you don't need to know anything about the Pokemon.
No, you don't.
I mean, it helps it helps to like know that Psyduck is a fucking
Yeah.
psychopath with a headache all the time.
Yeah.
And in the movie, he's cracked out, which is pretty good. And then, but like, and that's the thing is, it fits anyone our age who likes Pokemon because it gives you just enough.
Right.
But it's also, I mean, Ryan Reynolds voices Pikachu, so Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds in the movie,
Yes.
and you can
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
So it's like enough of that, but it is also a decent storyline. I mean, yeah, if you don't want to get into it, that's kind of, fair, because it's
Right.
about a fucking fake thing.
Right. Right. Yeah, it was really good, and it was a good storyline. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It was one of those like, yeah, I would watch that again. So I highly recommend it out there if you're listening. I thought Ryan, like you said, Ryan Reynolds was really good as Pikachu, and then there was something else. Obviously, I didn't write it down because I was like, oh, I don't have to write that down. I'll remember. I didn't remember. There was something about. Oh well, it's gone. It's a good movie. Watch it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Is like if you're our age and you watch Pokemon as a kid, it'll give you enough to like pique your interest. But then it's like you'll also follow the movie because it's well written.
Yeah.
But if you don't like Pokemon at all or have no idea what it is, yeah, you might get a little lost and being like, wait, so why is the Mewtwo thing a big deal?
Right. Right.
But
I did like the illusion. This is why I wonder if there's going to be a sequel.
there's supposed to be. This movie only came out 2019.
Okay. Because there was an allusion to Team Rocket.
Ooh, did I miss that? I might have missed that.
Yeah. So spoiler alerts. So
For a movie that's over a year old.
yeah, you know what to do. Go fuck yourself. The little vial thing with like the smoke in it. The R. They had an R on it. So I don't know if that was like an Easter egg just to
Might have
like
been Easter.
satisfy fans for like the R for Team Rocket, or if it was an allusion to or foreshadowing to if there's a sequel that
There's supposed to be a sequel.
Rocket. Yeah.
I think it got put on hold, but
Right. Yeah, because then Ryan Reynolds is also in a bunch of other movies right now too. He's in a movie. He just finished filming a movie with The Rock, and then he's starting another movie with someone else too. Recently, I saw because I follow him on Instagram.
if I can pull it up quickly, I will tell you if there's a sequel. If I can. Which I don't know if I can.
Maybe.
Sequel. Yes. It's in development.
Okay.
I don't know what its timeline is now, but
Yeah. That's pretty good. There was a little quick. I think it was more of an Easter egg of there was some kid when they were talking about like being a Pokemon trainer. There was some kid that was dressed like Ash.
yeah, but he didn't look like Ash.
No, yeah.
He looked like an Asian kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting at?
Yes.
Because I can guarantee you people would say that. It's like, well, it doesn't look like Ash. It's like, dude, this is a Japanese fucking video game.
Right.
Of course Ash is Japanese.
Yes.
He just looks fucking anime. Yeah.
I love how they skirted that that plot hole by saying that whatever his name, Bill Nighy. I don't know how to say his last name. It's Nighy. Bill Nighy.
Okay.
Nighy.
Who is this person? Is it from the movie?
He's the old guy. Yeah, the old guy in the wheelchair.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's also guy with the tentacles in Captain Sparrow movie, Pirates of the Caribbean. Davy Jones. He's also Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean. He's in a bunch of stuff. He's really good.
Is that his actor name? Because wasn't it like Clifford?
Yeah, okay. Clifford, yeah. His like real name
Oh, okay.
is
His
Bill,
human name.
Yes, Bill N, we'll call him.
Bill Nye.
Yeah. Nahi. I forget why I even started saying that.
I don't know. We were talking about a sequel.
Yeah. I don't know. I lost it. I got so sidetracked I forgot my original point. Talking about the pronunciation of the guy's last name.
I was just trying to figure out who you were talking about.
Spoon, were you listening? What was I talking about?
What?
Okay,
Never
never mind.
Pikachu.
Alright. Well, I guess that's it. So everyone actually listening right now, like, you were talking about this. What the fuck? Go back. And they're like, I can't remember. Doesn't matter.
I'm a huge idiot.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching. If you're still watching at this point, God have mercy on you. Click the fucking like button and the subscribe button on YouTube. Give us the thumbs up. The more thumbs up, the more subscribers we get, the more eyeballs we get in front of, and then hopefully the more fans we can gather as well. Keep telling everybody you know about the show. If you enjoy it, typically, you know, maybe the other people you spend time with will also enjoy it too. And you can also listen to us wherever you have podcast subscription stuff. And make sure you subscribe to us there too. If you're on iTunes, leave a 5-star review. Write something funny or not, whatever, I don't care. As long as you leave a review, the fucking algorithm will move us up the charts because they like interaction stuff with the review shit. So you can find us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We're on Twitter at Sarcasm_speaks. The Facebook page is Sarcasm Speaks. We're on Parler and Rumble now too, but like not really. But we are there. We do exist. That's a lot of shit to manage. 5 fucking social media things is a lot of things to manage for 2 of us. So I don't know. We're there, but we might never post on it. I don't know. I think that's gonna do it. Thanks to mybookie.com. Remember to use our promo code SarcasmPod to double your deposit up to $1,000 and get a $20 free play. And until next time, good night, everybody.